Okay, room number 2, always the element of surprise. I'll tell you what, been waiting for this one for a long time. I don't think some people realize how long I've been waiting for this one, you know.
Nah, I hear you, bro. I hear
No,
you.
10 years.
Nah, I hear you. It's mad.
10 years.
It's mad. It's mad.
And I said, you know what? Nothing happens before its time.
Yeah.
Nothing happens before its time. Who we got in the building this morning, man?
Yeah, man. Myself, Wiley in the building. Out to everyone. Yeah, big up.
Wiley, so good to have you here, man.
Thank you, bro. It's good to be here.
Glad you made it down this morning. So, like, now, your name is synonymous with MCing,
Yes.
production.
Yes.
How have you maintained this level of success?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think, it's like if you keep going up and down. So when you're down, you want to be up. When you're up, you want to stay up, but nature brings you down, yeah. I think with me, because I've never really blown in that 10 years, I never really blew up properly as an artist how I could have. So when you don't go, you've got a chance to go again. Like, I didn't set myself ain't like I came out in 2002 and sold loads to beat. I didn't. So I've always had a chance to go again. That's what's happened. I think if you don't succeed, you've got a chance. And then there comes a time when it's run out and you haven't. I think I just kept niggling away and it eventually happened, yeah.
You're definitely a musical fighter, a warrior.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like,
yeah,
like people, you're down. Oh my God, I got to get back up. It's that. But you've also got to play the system because here it's a system. It's not, the warrior doesn't reap the same benefit as it would internationally. Yeah. So you have to just settle your jaw a bit as well as be the warrior. Yeah.
So how did it all start out for Wiley initially? Now I know we've got loads of your fans locked on this morning. They're like, Wiley's in the building, yeah. So we're gonna have to try and get all the information this morning, as quick as we can.
Yes.
Let London know how it started for Wiley. Just a little quick rundown how it all initially started.
It started for me because my father was a musician with his friends who he worked with. He worked with my uncle Lindy. He worked with my uncle Chris. He worked with just different people. He almost done it so much that I see it as a kid. I'm talking baby kid. Like, see it, you see it. It's installing in my brain there. That's what's happened there with the music thing. So as soon as I could hold a drumstick and hit the drum, I was trying to. So that's like. My dad is responsible, fully, because not did he just have me with my mum, but he done that so I could see. Like, he didn't even pick me up and say, hey, da-da-da, but he done it in front of you.
Yeah.
You know, like some fathers might, whatever they do, and then their kid pick it up. Yeah, that's what my dad done. So it started there. I sort of picked up everything as I was going along, and by the time I'd spent them years with my dad watching him and watching other people with him do it. It was installed for me to then do the same thing my dad done with his friends, but with my friends.
Right.
At 9 and 10 and 11.
Yeah.
So that's what we did.
Wow.
And that's what we did. And we listened to dance all from the day we could see. We listened to all the reggae, the Studio One, the Calypso. Like at the Christmas family parties, is Calypso. And the aunties and uncle darts and wine. So that's that. Yeah, it's all that, man. And I think by the time I sort of got to my own age to be able to say, like, I was in a secondary school, my friend was a DJ, Slimzy, and he used to play hardcore, but I noticed that they were using ragga samples.
Okay.
So that sort of drawed me into their jungle.
Yeah.
And I heard MC Det and Brocky. So that, it's all of that. It's that. And after that, it was garage. And then Grime.
And then Grime.
Yeah.
Now, that's the big thing, Grime now. Yeah. So how did this come about? Because for some of the listeners locked on this morning, they might not understand what Grime is.
Yes.
Yeah, the youngsters are going to be very familiar with it, but we're talking about people who might not be familiar about Grime.
Yep.
Tell me what Grime is.
Grime.
And you're responsible for Grime, right?
And not just me. I feel like the first 10 people who took part as, like, Knights of the Round Table members, they are. And there was people before me, so Solid and Heartless Crew and whoever else had a round table.
Yeah.
A few of us joined it, like Pay As You Go and whatnot. I feel like grime stemmed when Dizzy Rascals and Crazy Titches and Ghetto Kano, Nasty Crew, Dirty Dog, you know, like all of that stuff. I feel like that's why grime is grime. Because we done that together. We didn't necessarily do it with Soul Solid and Heartless because they were before us.
Right.
We listened to those people.
Yeah.
I did anyway on the radio.
Yeah.
And I learned from them, but not my trade, because I already was a music kid, but what I learned is they are one of me.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you could relate to them.
Yes, I relate. I was
yeah.
like, wow,
Yeah.
Bushkin. Yeah.
Heartless.
Yeah, wicked. Heartless was my favourite, to be fair.
Yeah.
To be fair, I said, nah, bruv, Heartless, they're champions. And then, like, one day, we Major Ace and that, they was Pay As You Go already, and they had a battle with them. But I was just joining Pay As You Go here, so obviously, as a battler for Pay As You Go, I wasn't even in the loop yet, but I would have still tried. And we had a battle with them at Watford, and Bushkin come on, the same thing, and we probably lost the stage battle, but I know when we wouldn't lose a proper sound clash, but we lost that stage battle. And that's sort of, we went sour there. We sort of didn't speak to him again for a little while. And that really upset me because I'm a Heartless Crew fan.
Yeah, you're a big fan.
This is silly. I've joined some crew and we got beef with my dons. Nah, bro, I feel silly. I feel silly because I like my dons.
Yeah.
Mad, yeah.
But damn, if you've just locked on, we've got the infamous Wiley up in the building this morning.
Yep.
So nice having you. Definitely gone down into the history of what you've been up to.
Yes.
How you got to this stage.
Yes.
So like, how have you managed to maintain this level of success? Because I mean, artists come, artists go, and you're still prominent in the scene. And still battering up the place.
Yep. No, I hear you.
Do you know what I mean? How do you do that?
I think the people who I share energy with musically keep me here. I think it's like laying eggs, but not laying eggs. So basically, if I work with Jimbo, he's an unknown producer, no one cares, no one knows, but he's got a good beat that I like. So if I spit on that beat, everyone who likes what I like or would like the similar type of beat is going to want a beat from Jimbo. I go around doing that, basically planting seeds so that when I work with someone, they become someone.
Right.
So some people
almost like developing,
where some people just come to the guy. Like, I just want a beat from Parker and James, but Parker and James are the in thing. That's why you want a beat from Parker and James. But you might not have picked Jimmy, but Jimmy might have the same skill as Parker and James. That's what I think. Being that person and not always going for the main person has kept me in the game, because then when them people blow, they keep me in the game. Yes. Yeah.
What's been some of your best MC battles over the years? One that stood out to the test of time. You're like, you know what? That was a battle and a half.
I think, do you know, the best one in people's eyes will be Kano and me. Some people like that one visually. That's not my favorite one. My favorite one would be like me and what's one I gotta say my one I've won. That's gonna be my favorite one. One I've won on a Narlook was probably at Eskimo Dance with Bashi. Yeah. Because I won on a Narlook. I might not have even been better than he could have won, even if it carried on 3 minutes. You know what I mean? But that one I won without really trying to win. And then the best one in history probably would be like me and Ghetto have had some, me and Dirty Dogs have had some. So with Crazy Titch, like me and Dizzy, Crazy Titch and Dirty Dogs, them ones were like legendary ones. They're ones that you can't replace because of the time they happened. Yeah. On Commander B, on Choice, and you know, like they will never occur again.
Yeah, you can't get them moments back again.
Bro. Them they're crazy. When I listen back to them, I think, wow, imagine it was all happening, people locking in to see Wagwan. Man lost his job over it. I'm so bad. I feel bad, you know, because Commander B is my bro. And I know at the bottom of it all, it was getting out of hand. People was, Commander, play my thing, and it just gets out of hand, innit? And Troy's done one with that. I hear them.
Yeah, I hear you. So, like, I mean, how are you feeling about the whole... I mean, when you come out of Heatwave last year, right? Yeah. I was thinking, oh, my God.
So was I.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem. You change the scene again.
Yeah.
How have you managed to champion that? Because you must be looking at the scene, though, Wiley, and thinking to yourself, okay, my man's doing that.
Yeah.
They're doing that.
Well, I'm scared. You know, like I'm not even confident. I look at it. I'm confident in myself here, but when I look at it and see people like Tiny and Labyrinth and like Ed Sheeran and like more people with musicianship as opposed to like just coming from a scene where you're spitting, it's quite scary, bro. Especially, it's not scary seeing Tiny do it. It's happy. I'm happy for him. Yeah. And I'm looking at him and I'm learning from him, not even knowing. It's scary to see Labyrinth do it because he's a musician. So he's not ramping, bro. When he goes to the studio and he leaves, it's technical. It's like Ryan Leslie on one of them. It's not a joke. As a man's just gone in the booth and said some stuff and come back out. My man, he goes in there, he's going to play. He's going to play and he's going to play till it's right. And he's going to keep going until he's going to come up with an earthquake. And that's what's scary. That's scary. Like seeing young musicians doing what I know I should have done and I didn't do it, but I'm got away with wrangling on the mic and tapping on the thing. And then now I'm here. I'm happy, but I'm very, very proud of musicians who can do it because that's what my father was.
Is there anything that you haven't accomplished musically?
Yeah,
that you still want to do? Like what?
Yeah, I think I haven't accomplished musicianship yet. I haven't showed these people that I'm a musician properly. Yeah.
What instruments can you play though, bro?
Drums. I'm a drummer. I can play the keyboard. I can play whatever my brain is gonna.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I've never sat down and said, right, I can do this. I've always been hidden it and been scared till all of a sudden years pass and you don't even do it anymore.
Yeah.
So that's my one thing. I feel like my father would have wanted more of a musician out of me than he know, like, because he can listen to something and know I'm getting away with whatever, can't he? So but I know he's proud, but he also there's a step that I've got to take almost to sort of Quincy Jones ship, you know, like. Yeah,
you want to master music.
Yeah, man, you got
on a different level.
Yeah, bro, you got to be like there's a step that you've got to take where a man can say, yeah, he's got blues or he's got soul or he's got
Right, I got a question for you, Wiley.
Yes.
I've got to ask you this one. Yeah.
Cool.
There you go. Forwarding on.
Yep.
Because we're pressed for time this morning.
Yep.
You got an album coming out.
Yes.
Tell us about what we're looking forward to where this album's concerned.
The album, I'm looking forward to first week, second week, third week sales that are healthy. I'm looking forward to realization from people who don't like me. So there's people who don't like me, you don't know me, you don't know why, you've just got a perception. But I don't hate you for that. I'm human, I'm the same, I've been through that before and I know what it is. But when you listen to my music or you listen to my album, you'll understand, hopefully, that there's a balance to be had in each human that has got negative and positive. There's a balance to be had in each human that knows wrong from right, but you can only know wrong from right from doing wrong, you know, and that's, I want people to be fair. You have to be fair, like, because I have been previously not fair. Listen to my album, be fair, move on. Listen to your other favourite person's album.
So you'd be expressing yourself differently as opposed to other albums?
Yeah, because, well, my other albums I've just, you know, like, it's just you. And sometimes I feel like to be an international artist, you need to be talking about us and we and the world and starvation and can we solve this? You know, like, there's bigger issues than just I'm putting on a mic and my chain's icy and I'm wicked. You know, like, there's more to it than that. And I think that on my album, I've had a chance to speak. Like, I've had a chance to speak. It's not all me. It's not because I'm the wickedest mic man on there always. It's just because this is the song and this is what it's about. And the verses are there and you get to hear my verse and your other favourite person's verse and a singer. And if it was Emily or whatever, you know, they get to hear a scene in my album as opposed to one person making an album with loads of Americans or one person making an album with people who is not that scene, basically.
Right.
Because basically, I know that even some people are like, I don't want features. I'm not having no more collabos, or because they just feel wicked on their own. I don't like that. I don't feel wicked, man. I made this album for us, for we.
For everybody.
Yes, and that's the difference.
Got you. I love your vibes, you know.
Yeah.
You know, we could go on for an hour, you know.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm sure it's been really interesting music, radio this morning.
Yep.
We've got Wiley in the building. Always a pleasure. It was worth the 10 years, though.
Yep,
It was worth the 10 years wait. We're going to go
definitely.
into some of your singles this morning.
Yes.
Any last things you'd like to say before you get out the door this morning?
Yes, man. Make sure you get the album. Just make sure you get the album. April the 1st. Make sure you get that, listen to it. And also follow me on Twitter, Wiley Updates. And yeah, man, just big up yourself. Hold tight to listeners. Thank you for your support. Yeah, you don't know.
And yeah, can you introduce your single, please, that we're rolling with right now?
Yep. And this is my new single, Reload.